I have to say, I didn't expect this to happen so soon. But you did it. You're in the starting lineup, man.
I'd be lying if I said I was surprised, but I appreciate it, Coach.
Good. Now you have to prove you belong.
Come on, Coach, you know I got it.
Look, I just want to be as clear as possible with you. And if we bench a vet tonight and start a rookie and you lay an egg, it makes the organization look real bad. And that can have ripple effects. Listen, I need you to go out and make an impact, at least on one end of the floor tonight.
Keep it real with me, Coach. Would you get in trouble if I didn't?
Well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a lot of politics when you reach this level. Things aren't always simple as X's and O's.
Yeah, see that right there? That's why you should know I won't let you down.
Ooh, I like that.
I got you, Coach.
Thanks, man.
You okay?
All right, MP. Everybody knows you as a baller. Tell us something that you know people don't know you know as well as ball.
Maple syrup.
I'm recording, bro. I need a serious answer.
No, I'm not even kidding you, bro. I'm from Vermont. I could talk maple syrup all day with the best of them.
And what's there to talk about?
Xander, what isn't there to talk about? Golden versus dark. Thoughts on the rule of 86? The best syrup and snow for syrup on snow?
Syrup on snow.
See that right there. That tells me you're an amateur. I can't even talk maple syrup with you.
So you're telling me you know a good syrup as soon as you taste it?
No, before I taste it, Xan. The color, the aroma, that's enough to know. If you know, quality is unmistakable.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, moving on. Which you know better, syrup or ball?
Oh, ain't nothing I know better than ball.
All right, well, I know it's still early, but do you think you're an all-star based on what we've seen so far?
I know I'm an all-star.
Okay, all right. You did say, quality is unmistakable when someone knows what they're talking about.
Right.
So, what needs to happen for your quality as a baller to be unmistakable?
A lot of players will guarantee a win and come up short. Only a few can guarantee a win and deliver.
So you're saying you're guaranteeing the win tonight?
Yeah, I'm saying I guarantee a blowout. That's an all-star talking, Xander. And that's unmistakable. Unmistakable. MP, out.
Outspoken rookie MP will get his first look in the starting lineup tonight. His coaches have raved about his work ethic and basketball IQ, and they're excited to see just exactly what he does in this role starting tonight.
Hey, MP.
Also herzlich willkommen zurück zu NBA 2K26. Heute befinden wir uns in Minnesota bei den Timberwolves und lassen mal schauen, wie es geht gegen Ant-Man.
Welcome, everyone. Glad to have you with us for this NBA Cup action. Here with Grant Hill, Doris Burke, and Allie LaForce. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining us at the broadcast table tonight, our very special guest, Shams Charania. Great to have you with us, Shams.
Great to be here, BA. Great to be here with you guys. I very much look forward to it.
We'll see if you say that when you're done with us here. The starters for Utah. We've got Keontae George. Kyle Anderson is out there with Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's MP, and it's Markkanen in at small forward. And for the Timberwolves, DiVincenzo and Edwards are the backcourt. Nas Reed out there with Jaden McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5, down low. And Shams, the Jazz, adding some real scoring punch in the draft.
BA, there was a lot of drama around the Utah Jazz.
Das wird lustig.
But listen, they held firm. They took Ace Bailey. He has a great opportunity on the wing. I'm told the Jazz are really excited. They feel like he's a perfect addition to really restart their retooling process. And Walter Clayton Jr. as well, the Jazz picked in the first round. He's shown that he can deliver under the pressure in college. Their offense is potentially primed for a lot of growth and progress this year.
And history was made recently. Let's go courtside to revisit MP's incredible performance.
Well, he had a flat-out insane game, setting a new NBA record for threes in the game, passing the 14 that Klay Thompson hit back in 2018. The new record holder told me, quote, "I was just in the zone. Everything was going in. It was the best feeling in the world. And it was so much fun to watch, guys."
No doubt, sure was. Thanks for that. And recently, MP has let it be known that he's aiming to outdo all of his conference peers this season and secure his spot as an all-star starter.
And so far, he's backing up his talk. You'd be hard-pressed to find a player at his position who's meant more to his team than MP. If he keeps playing at this level, I can't imagine he won't be in the starting 5 on All-Star Weekend.
Something that MP has that not many other rookies can claim, championship experience. MP was a key member for his team that won a title in the European League.
Yeah, and there's no substitute for experience like that. MP might be a rookie, but to have played in a European Championship game is something that goes a long way as far as composure on the court.
And the one thing you hear about in hoop circles, the weak link theory. You familiar, Shams?
Yeah, you know, it's an idea that to win nowadays, you can't have a weak link for the other team to expose. You need guys that can play both ends of the floor, guys that can play defense, guys that can also spread the floor, that aren't a liability on either end of the floor. So we saw that in the NBA Finals, two teams clearly stacked with guys who play both ends.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Wow, MP in the catch and shoot, just ready as soon as he touches the basketball.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
We're at about the midway point of the group stage. A peek at where things stand in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, while there's still some time to make up ground, you have to make your move quick. There just aren't many group games left.
And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Shams, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure. They can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. To the middle. Here's MP. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. A-Train's got 14 points.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Edwards against MP. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Over to the left wing, outside. DiVincenzo, 4 on the clock. Knocks down the long J. DiVincenzo's gotten his second bucket of the game. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. 6-point game. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's simple. Your defense has to be razor sharp on the road. You really want to take the crowd out of the game. Easier said than done.
I'll tell you this, it looked like they wanted to get out of town as quickly as possible. The problem is their defense went with them.
And let's check in with Allie. She's got the latest on MP.
As you know, one of the big stories in this game is the battle for an all-star guard spot. I asked MP how much weight he put on making the all-star team, and he said, it's very important for me to be a leader on this team and in this league. Guys, MP sounds like he's on a mission.
Yeah, my thought exactly. Thanks a lot, Allie.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, guys, the agility, the hops, everything about Anthony Edwards, so good athletically.
Anderson with a screen on Edwards. Marketing for three. And again, it's Utah with a three.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Outside Edwards. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. 9 points in the game.
Both teams are starting to find a...
And it goes! He gets it! Wow!
I love to see when those shots go in. Oh, what a miraculous shot. He's going to remember that one.
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
And so it's Utah going into the break up 12. And the three ball has been huge in building this lead. We'll be right back.
Ich habe gerade kurz gemeint, das Spiel hat sich aufgehängt. Ja, sehr schön. Ja? Okay.
For Utah, Anderson's checked in for Niang. Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. And MP subbed in for Bailey. So the Utah 5 right now. Kyle Anderson is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Collier, then it's Kyle Filipowski, and it's A-Train in at the 2. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going to mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now. Back to Anderson. Pulls it. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
It can be tough to find space in the mid-range area. Probably should have passed that one up.
That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Jazz leading by 12. Anderson with a screen on Edwards. A-Train hits the front of the rim and out. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Oh, misses the dunk.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
All right, Chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
Yeah, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though, from Deep Conley. The rebound by Filipowski. The Jazz have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. MP no good. Timberwolves trail by 14. It's Edwards on the wing. Off target from outside. The Jazz shooting at a fantastic 68% from the floor. Kicks it out to MP. Pass to Markkanen. Utah moving the ball around. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Markkanen's got 6.
Whatever the range is, Lauri Markkanen has it. He is such a sweet shooter.
Here's Ingles. Ingles, a screen on MP. DiVincenzo on the wing. Minnesota again missing.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Well, we know you got to get going, but thanks, Shams. As always, it's been fun and informative, my friend.
BA, no problem. Always glad to join, but I got to go. I got to get to this news right now.
Man's got things to do.
A guy who's really in the know, and as somebody who prides themselves on doing research, boy, you have got to respect the legwork and the dedication he brings to the table.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Started out strong from three-point land, hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Down low. Kicks it out to MP. To the paint. 5 on the clock. Anderson gets the bucket.
From a scoring standpoint, this is where Kyle Anderson makes his living, in that painted area.
MP against Edwards. And that one's good. 11 points in the game.
Now, this is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
MP looking around. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Utah Jazz looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race.
Of course MP's in the running. He hasn't looked like a rookie, and he hasn't acted like one.
Yeah, he seems to gain confidence with every outing, and clearly the coaches trust him. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Utah Jazz.
They're going to the arc, drilling shots, making it look simple, even by today's standards.
Yeah, you'd think a defense now would be more prepared to guard the three-point line, but that hasn't been the case. Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Perfekt, wir müssen einfach nur so weiterspielen und dann geht alles gut.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, in the first half, he taught a class on how to make your teammates look good.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
Well, Grant, when you watch an NBA game today, do you wish you played in this era?
Oh, no doubt. It's a lot more open, and there's a greater emphasis on skill and player health. Oh, and by the way, those checks aren't too bad either.
Let's send it over to Ali for a...
Ist zu schnell.
We have a bit of a lineup change tonight. MP is stepping into the starting five in a move that many fans have been hoping for. Coach told me, quote, MP's earned it. He put in the time and he's done things the right way. He's looked like a starter for a while now. It's quite the journey for the rising star from Vermont.
You know, it seems his moment has arrived. Thanks. Edwards is the 2, McDaniels the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Naz Reid, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. Anderson with a screen on Edwards. MP, the pass to Anderson. Good, and the assist goes to MP. A-Train's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, nice pass by MP. You know, he knows how to run an offense.
Outside Reid, it's Edwards on the wing. Edwards can't get that one to fall. Utah leading by 19. And the Jazz finishing last season with the league's youngest roster. And some good players in that mix, Doris.
Listen, the fan base understands that the Utah Jazz are trying to rebuild a roster. The Jazz are hoping they've taken a step in the right direction with the draft haul they have and with the picks on the horizon. It's just going to take time. Now, I'll tell you, that's a tremendous lob, but MP making the alley-oop look all too easy.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Outside McDaniels. Outside Edwards to halt the run. Utah grabs the miss.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Back to MP. Drives to the hoop. Oh, he cranks it down right on top of Naz Reid.
Okay, young man. We see you, MP. We know you for real.
And Minnesota calls time here. MP really making a difference here.
Listen, the timeout was appropriate. They're giving up 3 after 3 after 3.
And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
That kind of efficiency from range is generally an indicator of a dominant offense.
Outside McDaniels. For 3, DiVincenzo sinks the tray. DiVincenzo's got 9 points.
Shot ready off the catch. Dante DiVincenzo with a jumper.
A-Train passes to Nurkic. Back to MP. Inside, deflects the pass. And stolen by Gobert. DiVincenzo against George. Edwards for 3. Rebounded by Nurkic.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding has been sensational.
MP outside. Outside, Anderson. MP outside. George outside. Back to MP. 4 on the clock. There's a screen by Nurkic. From deep, MP. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
Edwards, no good.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after
it. DiVincenzo against MP. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Anderson. Utah moving the ball around. Here's A-Train. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, a wise move by MP, calling his own numbers in the two-man game.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. There's 57 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. DiVincenzo, pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert, outside. DiVincenzo. Now here's Reid, puts up a 3. Doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
A-Train, and MP throws it down.
With the way he can fill it at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
The 3 is up. Minnesota again missing. The Jazz have gotten 7 of their 9 shots to fall. Quality shooting in the second half. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot with the lob. Nicely done.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Fires from way outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. At the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Utah ahead, just dominating this one. And we'll be back right after this.
Damn.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
Both teams making some changes here. Timeout call, the Timberwolves. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Fires from the line. It's good.
Sehr schön.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
So the Utah 5 right now. George Niang out there with Filipowski. Then it's MP, then it's Bailey, and it's Collier in at the point guard position.
Boy, his scoring has been a huge part of their success here, but this is not new, right? We come to expect this every night.
And here's Edwards outside. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey's got 4 rebounds now. All right, let's throw it over to Allie, who has a report on MP.
We have a little extra bulletin board material for this one. MP took to social media to make some guarantees about the night he was going to have. There's been no official response, but I know it didn't sit well with the opposing locker room, so we'll have to see if MP can back up his predictions.
Well, if you're going to talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. Thanks. Drains the triple. McDaniel's got himself on here. His first point to the game on the deep ball. The Jazz have gone 8 of 12 so far here in the fourth. Kicks it out to MP. Niang a screen. MP, the pass to Niang.
Wäre da nicht reingegangen.
Picking up the assist. A-Train's got his 5th assist in this one. DiVincenzo on the wing. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, we know DiVincenzo loves to shoot the long ball. The defense, you've got to be there to contest.
A-Train passes to Filipowski.
Nein, schieß doch.
MP outside. Filipowski sets a screen to the inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Filipowski's got 6 in the quarter. Minnesota's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Jazz.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And with the...
Oh, wow.
Get out the way, Grant!
Come on.
Get out the way!
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Edwards, no good.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been...
Oh, hey! How about that?
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Reed for 3. Rebounded by Bailey. MP with it. Goes up on the wing.
Na, schade.
And so
Wäre schön gewesen.
easily grabbing this one. Their record is now 1-1 in this group round. And you know they're breathing a sigh of relief.
But that's only temporary. They're going to have to dig deep if they want to eventually hoist the NBA Cup.
Now we send it over to Jennifer Quintana.
Most players go out of their way to avoid saying something that might motivate the other team. You, on the other hand, guaranteed a blowout victory tonight. Talk about it.
Yes, some of the guys were giving me grief after we won, saying I had to run suicides if we lost. But if you could have seen them after we left the locker room for warm-ups, whoo. I mean, it was obvious. They took my words to heart, exactly how I hoped. I was confident in them, and they trusted me. We came in unified. You can't beat that.
Yeah, I can't beat that. Thank you so much, MP. Back to you, Brian.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Brian Anderson signing off. See you next time.
Okay. Danke, dass ihr zugeschaut habt. Lasst einen Kommentar da und bis zum nächsten Mal. Wartet schnell, wir schauen uns noch zuerst den Harris Maxi. Was hat er uns geschickt? Einen Anhang.
MP's going to surprise a lot of people, man. He did a really good job going up against those guys in Europe as grown men. I think he's a really good sleeper pick for Rookie of the Year this year. Shout out MP.
Also nach dem, danke, dass ihr zugeschaut habt. Lasst einen Kommentar da und lasst auch ein Abo